Time for more later. Folks, welcome to the Jake Feinberg Show, joined today by a gifted melodic pianist, Robert Walter. Welcome to the Jake Feinberg Show.
Thanks.
You know, I wanted you to talk about how to incorporate mystery into music, in the sense that things are very polished these days. Things are almost, there's an exactness to it. And you talked about in your liner notes on one of your recent albums, about that if it's too perfect, then there's no mystery. So how do you put mystery into music?
I guess I think about just leaving some stuff in the moment and raw. So I like when I listen to records that I love, there's little moments that may be a mistake or maybe random. I like little sounds happening. Someone's, bass drum pedal squeaks. All those little artifacts become fascinating, and you feel like you're in the room with people rather than some big intention. I like the idea that your recordings are more documentary style. Rather.
Can you, just for the peeps worldwide, what's a record that stands out where there's a flub that you get off on?
Well, I mean, you listen to something like Live Evil, and the whole concept is sort of that.
Yeah, but that's the whole record.
Yeah. So that's something I love. And just, I mean, any old record, even Aretha Franklin records, which are classics, there's like, sometimes your voice will distort a little bit. There's like some moments of like, not that they're not beautiful recordings, but they're not polished like to the degree that people do now, where everything's Pro Tools to hell and super fine-tuned, and every vocal is perfectly in tune. I feel like you've just lost a little bit of the humanity, which is what's appealing to me usually.
How did you become in touch with that humanity? Because a lot of musicians may really not understand what you're talking. It's like a feeling state.
Yeah, I mean, I just grew up with my father was a drummer in bands, and
what kinds of music? Big bands, or?
He played. He was in like a Grateful Dead kind of band, and then
psychedelic jam band.
Yeah, like in the late '60s.
Wow.
And then as time went on in the '70s, he started playing country because you could make money doing it. And then he got really interested in blues and blues records, and that stuff really turned me on. And we used to sit up late at night and listen to blues records and talk about what we got out of that, and it was always like these little moments of humanity, not always mistakes. That's overstated, but letting it be, you know.
What do you feel about? I mean, on when you're in the studio.